Hey, what's up everybody? BDF 44 coming at you another video. Alright, just threw the trash out, and as I was walking, I realized I don't think I've ever been this stressed in my life. When I think about some of the stuff I've been through, I've been more worried. Like when I thought I was going to be homeless, I woke up in the morning that day and I told you I got the email that told me that, I had finally gotten the Linux apartment at the last minute, and I was really blessed to have that, and that was a real super relief from an extremely tough time, obviously, but it wasn't as stressful as this was. It wasn't as hard as this day was. It wasn't as difficult as these last couple, coupled with the what I felt on Friday morning, coupled with what I'm feeling right now. Nah, I'm getting a sales call from Lancaster. It says, "Oh, Adams." Oh, buddy, I'm not answering that. But I was walking to the trash can, and I just felt my legs, just like I told y'all this morning. When I was walking to Target, it just felt like my legs had never done any squats before at all. Like, I know I could probably do my squats. I did them on Sunday. Today's Monday. I did them yesterday morning. Was it? No. Yeah, Sunday morning. Today's Tuesday, but it's just one of them situations where I legitimately feel worn out. I'm like mentally, like everything's on my head so hard. I don't think I've ever felt like this. Not quite like I felt just now, man. And the AirTalk wireless information really helped. My uncle committing to providing some financial support really helped. But I'm telling y'all, man, I'm so tired, bro. And it ain't got nothing to do with not getting no sleep, I don't believe. I don't think it does, although I only got like 30 minutes of sleep, so that might have something to do with it, but it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like it. So I'm glad I got a little good news so I can kind of decompress from all that deep ass depression that I've been feeling all day long, all night long, and all day long. Deep depression. As you guys could clearly see. I do feel some better, but the answers to my problems are nowhere near solutions. And I don't have solutions for where I'm going to be staying 2 days from now. I don't know where I'm going. Still, it's a lot to consider. So I just want to say that California really needs to get its bull crap together. Getting GR and all this, it shouldn't be that much paperwork, man. Y'all know what it is. Communicate with these damn doctors. You already proved what I need. You know what my financial situation is. It should not be. I should have already had checks coming in. This is a real problem, man. When people have real mental issues, and I'm still relying on my family to send me checks, like that should not be the case. I've already been approved for GR. I should not be asking for money from my family. That was a conversation that should have never had to be had. And in SSI, I understand that that's a big deal. When you're gonna be paying somebody to that degree, you want to make damn sure that all your ducks in a row. You want to, you don't want to fork over that kind of money because it's indefinite to a degree. Once a person is disabled, that's pretty much it. It comes out of their Social Security until that's depleted, and that's quite a bit. But with GR, that's a whole nother story. That was supposed to hold me over until I get SSI. I was told that 2 months ago. 2 months ago. So I'm just letting y'all know, man. I'm beat, man. I'm beat. I ain't got no more energy for no bad news. I got nothing for bad news. I hope everybody make it through the night, that kind of thing. I ain't got no energy for bad news, fam. Nothing. I'm just being honest. And so, if this is rock bottom, or if it can get a little worse than this, I'm not up for it. But if this is rock bottom, I hope we could be on the upswing. I hope it could turn around, because I'm telling y'all, everything I said today was very serious about. I was very serious about it. Still am. I would encourage y'all to go check out them videos, but I kind of hope nobody sees all that. So I was at my lowest point. And that's what this day has been all about. But who knows how much lower it can go. I got some food here. Like I told myself a little earlier, probably said this in the other video, I could work out. I could, try to do my squats, but I honestly don't have the mental capacity to even do it. I'm too exhausted mentally to even do it. So I asked the Lord to help me with my stem, because I still care about my fitness. Obviously, to this age, you want to work out as much as possible if you're already in good shape. And as I've gotten over here, I just haven't been able to do the stuff I do. And I can see some changes in my body for the negative. Like my gut isn't quite as defined. It's still a little six pack, but it's starting to disappear on the left side, that kind of thing. It's like, can't lift my heavies, can't stretch like I did, can't do my ab work because the floor is too hard. So, but on the same note, I got new muscle on the back of my arm that's coming in, like a nice little cut coming in from doing all kinds of push-ups and using those 8-pound weights. So certain things are getting out of shape, other things are getting in better shape. So the work is working, but it's hard to convince yourself to do the work when you just don't have it mentally, when you really, really, really have been just basically depressed all day and stressed and depressed at the same time. And so that's what I wanted to share. I just wanted to give y'all an understanding, a little update on the hour, hour to hour. It's basically what I am. I'm hour to hour. And, this is a better hour than any other hours that I've had on this day. This is the best hour I've had. And that's why I feel like I can have a little bit of a relief. But mental illness is nothing to play with, man. I tell people, y'all don't know nothing about this. If you ain't been dealing with no mental illness, if you're not aware of how it works for a lot of people, you can see it on my face, man. I let things get this bad trying to keep myself from feeling this way. And then when I got hit with it, I could barely survive the day. That's why I did all that I did to keep away. And for those who are trying to understand this, is exactly what it is. So I just want people to understand that, man. A lot of my problems could have been fixed with a simple solution. Let me work, go get a job, deal with your ass, whoever you are, boss man, whoever you are, co-workers. Go get in the car and do Lyft. You know what I mean? That would have been a solution to keep me from all of this. The reality was, I could never bring myself to do it. And even now, nah, not at all. It's not even. And that's the point. It's real mental illness. I ain't capping. I ain't just, whatever. If somebody wants to say it's a spiritual block, like the spiritualist said, like my uncle said, I'm open to that. I have no problem with that. I feel like I have great purpose. So the enemy could put his hands on me early, very early in life, to try to cap off my potential. And this is what this looks like. I think it is a spiritual block. I think it is something in a way. But, who can prove that? Who can prove that? All I can really say is mental illness. And I'm trying to survive this. I'm trying my best to survive this, and I'm very much hopeful that I can educate some people so that I don't have to resent conversations like I had with my uncle. And it's funny because I was listening to one of my earlier videos and I was saying that I didn't want to have a conversation like that, didn't want to hear from nobody, why don't you just, and then of course I had to go through one of the biggest why don't you just conversations of my life, and it's just like, man, there's nothing wrong with people not understanding, but hopefully after Brandon exists showing you all of this, we can kind of dispel some of the different things that come with people wanting more from people who are really ill. That's what I hope to be able to do. That's one of my missions here, is to help y'all understand that some of us present very well, some of us are very, very, well-mannered. We understand space and respect. We're not looking to touch you. We ain't trying to get all in your face. We ain't throwing crap at you. You know what I mean? We can do certain things. We can do a lot of things, maybe even more than most. But whatever it is awry in our head will wear us down. And a lot of people who have mental illness have never been diagnosed, so they don't know they have it. But they just are really, really stressed all the time, or whatever the case, whatever they're going through. Sometimes I see it on people's face. They just be wearing their mental illness, and I don't know, if they know or not. But when you have heavy stress like this, and you're a millionaire, billionaire, something like that, but you heavy stress, you're dealing with something like that, maybe somebody who's in my position might not understand you. It's like, you got all the money in the world. It's not about what the real is. It's not about the truth. I know my problems aren't the worst problems in the world. In fact, my problems are very, very manageable for most minds. And they should be manageable for mine. But this is where we are, you know what I mean? So I want people to understand that. I want people to have a much greater understanding after after whatever it is that my image is going to do does what it does. It's so many entries. So some of the most important entries probably won't be seen by the people who need to see them the most, because I've done so much here. But hopefully it'll be just a good few of y'all that'll take from everything that I've done here and get a full understanding of what it is I was ultimately about, both spiritually and mentally and character-wise, you know? So I pride myself on being somebody who loves himself, loves his God. And when I say I want to quit on life, it's not a reflection of me not loving myself. If anything, it's the opposite. It truly is about wanting to relieve myself of what it is that I'm suffering from. And I'm not confused by that. That is love. When you suffer as strongly as I have today, and you have to live like that all life long, nah, relief is definitely what you're going to want. I hope you're able to survive it for the sake of the people that love you. But for yourself, I want relief for you after the day I've had. I understand it differently, man. I do. Not to say that death is your solution, but if you feel like I feel today, every day, ain't nobody gonna be mad at you for getting the hell up out of here, bro. Not on this channel. No. I want you to survive, though, but it's because I've been told you should want to. You know what I mean? You gotta get through it. Yeah. Regular people, yes. Those who suffer just the ills of this without getting no help, no medication, nothing, they just gotta feel like I felt everyday agony. Nah, buddy. No, there's relief there. I never understood the mercy of a suicide guy like a Dr. Kevorkian until today. And there are people who are suffering worse ills with body pain and all types of other stuff, man. I get it. It's morbid, and for the sane, you ain't supposed to get it. Hopefully you never do. But I can tell you, if there was a suicide machine in my room earlier today, I probably would have set it in. And no, I would not have been right for that, because there were things coming that would have made my life better, just a little bit better, to make me not necessarily want to sit in it. But that's not the point. You got to get there. And that's what I was telling God this morning, and that's what I'm telling all of y'all. Sometimes it's hard to get there, and then maybe you survive this moment, but then you got another one you got to try to get through that too. And the more those pile up, the more tired you feel. And it don't matter how many times you get through it. You just get so many of those backed up till it's like, oh my God, another one. That's what it ends up becoming. And you can't explain that to nobody. Ain't nobody gonna get it. Just know that I do. I genuinely do. BDF 44, I thank you all for watching.